So let's say that you are seeing a girl, and maybe it's the first few dates, maybe you're exclusive, and for whatever reason, she's just not giving you too much to work with. She's not as responsive, she's not as affectionate, she's not initiating anything, and you can feel that the desire just is not really there. Now, this is where a lot of men start to panic because they don't know what's going on and they believe that they need to start doing as many things as they can to try to fix it. So they start to try to prove themselves and explain their feelings. They try to convince her about why they'd be a good match. They're flexing their job, their lifestyle, whatever they think will win her over. But the truth is, and this is something that nobody teaches men, is that you cannot negotiate desire from her. If she doesn't feel it, well, no amount of logic, effort, or convincing is going to create it. So in today's video, I want to walk you through what men's negotiation tactics look like and why they fail and what actually shows you whether a woman desires you and not just simply your resume, your lifestyle, or the version of yourself that you're trying to sell. When a man meets a woman that he's really into, especially if she's super physically attractive, and of course, even if she's got a fun personality that he really connects with, a lot of the times, just because he has such a strong desire for this woman, he will project his feelings onto her and assume that she must feel the same way about him. When if he were to just get logical for a moment, calm down, and just ask himself, without any emotions involved, is she doing things that reveal that she feels the same way as I do about her? Or am I just getting goo goo gaga over this chick? A lot of times guys would actually realize, okay, she's not as into me as I am into her. Doesn't mean that she's not into me at all, but she's not quite there as far as I am just yet. Okay. This is something that if more guys were self-aware of and did, they could slow their roll down and not chase women who they really like out of their life. But unfortunately, a lot of guys don't do this, and they end up reaching out to me trying to figure out, well, what happened? I really liked her, but she just ghosted me. Well, chances are they made some mistakes that they were not seeing. And what a lot of guys do is they end up bargaining. They negotiate, and they try to convince a woman with external methods instead of being a man that she's genuinely attracted to. So let me walk you through some of these tactics that men use to try to get women to like them. Okay, the first one is they try to prove themselves to her. They try to list off all these things that make them such a great guy. 2, they project their own interest onto her. Like I just said, if they like her, then they put that onto her thinking that she must feel the same way. 3, they explain their feelings, hoping that she'll match them. They'll say, hey, I really like you, or hey, you're such a cool girl, I'd love to get to know you more. They're trying to be vulnerable and divulge all this information to her, but they're jumping the gun when her feelings aren't there yet. They're trying to force her hand. Number 4 is they list reasons that they're a good match, right? Hey, we have these things in common. We were both born in the same city. We're the same age, we both are Christian, or whatever it happens to be. They're trying to use, again, logic, reason, and rationality to try to convince her, hey, we're a good match. We better get together. Doesn't work that way. 5, they lean on their looks, on their money, on their status, on their career, their car that they drive. They rely on their muscles, trying to convince her that, hey, look, I'll offer you all these wealth and riches. You probably should like me. So again, they're bargaining, they're negotiating to try to get that woman to desire him. And this is unfortunately just a bad way to go, because at the end of the day, you guys have to realize that attraction itself is not a choice. Now, you can raise your own level of attraction by getting in shape, wearing nice clothes, combing your hair. These things do make you look attractive, but you cannot convince anyone to desire you. Easiest way I can explain this to you is you can look at a woman and think she's beautiful, but you might not really be that attracted to her or have a deep down desire for her. Whereas you can see another woman and there's something in her that clicks for you. She's just your type and you just want her, right? Think of the type of woman that you're not into. Maybe you're not into brunettes. Maybe you're not into blondes. And even though she's a blonde, you're like, okay, yes, I can see that she's beautiful, but I'm not into her. It's the same feeling that women have for you. They might acknowledge that you're an attractive man, but if you're just not her type, no matter what you do, you can't force yourself into what she has as a type. Okay? So I want you to understand this, that you can improve your style. You can improve your physical fitness, how good of shape that you're in. You can improve your clothes, but you cannot override her instinct. If she's not drawn to you as a man, whether it be emotionally, physically, spiritually, all of these things, then you cannot talk her into it. All right. So what this ends up happening then is men who flex their lifestyle. Now, I'm not saying this doesn't work, but what happens is with men who flex their lifestyle, they get girlfriends. They think that she likes them because of them, but sadly, that's usually not the case. They like that man because of the lifestyle that they offer. And the diabolical thing that many of you need to understand is that a woman will date a man that she really doesn't have much desire for because of the perks that come with that relationship. This is something maybe many of you just don't want to admit to yourself or don't understand, but this is a reality that you need to put into your brain and not forget. There are women who will date you who do not have a genuine desire for you. Now, why? Well, it's because of the things that I mentioned earlier. You offer a specific kind of lifestyle. Maybe you're really rich. Maybe you're successful. You have this great lifestyle. It could be out of convenience. Like I said, if you have this great lifestyle, she wants to be a part of it because it helps her with whatever she's trying to do. You might have a lot of money if you're paying for trips, paying for clothes, all this expensive stuff, renting out her apartment, paying for expensive dinners. Who's going to say no to that? She can enjoy it while it lasts until she finds a different guy that she does have a genuine desire for. It might be your status. Maybe you get into all these parties or get invited to certain events that she wants to be a part of. It could be something as simple as the car that you drive, okay? Or it could be something like the comfort that you provide. Maybe you just give her free compliments and validation that just fluffs her ego, and she likes that. These are all things women will date you for and still not genuinely have a desire for you. And I do not want this for you or any of the men that I coach. I want you to go out with women who have a genuine desire for you because it's a completely different experience. You should not be dating women who are simply there for the perks, but rather for who you are as a man. Now, we'll flip it around. Because, guys will do the same thing too. Guys love to date women who are hot because it gives them an ego boost. She may be a total pain in the ass. She might be horrible to be around, boring, vain, superficial, just personality sucks, so much drama. But because she's hot, because the sex is awesome, they stick around with that chick. And even though they're just really not that into her, they put up with it. So, guys and girls, they do the same type of thing. So hopefully that illustrates to you why a woman can do it just as much as men can do it as well. So enter one of my little philosophies when it comes to dating. This is where I have something called the no resume rule. And what this is that you do not reveal too much about who you are at the beginning of this relationship. You want to make sure that she's into you for you before you give it away too much of what you got going on for yourself, okay? And what this is that you keep your status, your money, your career, and your lifestyle in the background. You're not flaunting this stuff up front center when you first meet a girl. You're letting that play in the background, and you're winning her over, or you're developing feelings from her to you through some of the more the more intangible elements of who you are as a man, okay? And what does this look like? This is your leadership. This is your confidence, your charm, your playfulness, your masculine presence. These are the things that I want you to hook her with, not all the external material things. Because when you can do this, and she really thinks you're a great dude for those reasons, this is where the game changes for you. This is where you don't have to be constantly wondering, does she like me for me or does she like me for what I can provide? When you get her through those ways before she discovers things about you, this is what makes it. And this is how you get a woman with genuine desire for you. So, what does real desire actually look like? These are like, what are the green flags from women? Because how do you know if a woman actually likes you for you or simply for the lifestyle you're providing? Well, I have a list of questions that you can go through, and these aren't questions that I created. These are from the 16 Commandments of Poon, and so we're gonna go through these questions. And so if you're dating a girl, if you have a girlfriend right now, these are things that you can actually use right now to determine where you think she is with you. So number one, does she think of you before herself? Number two, does she make your priorities her priorities? Number three, does she surprise you with kindness or appreciation? Number four, does she connect her future to your success? Number five, does she admire you and how does she show it? Number six, does she intuitively know what you need? Number seven, does she plan ahead to take care of you? Number eight, does she want to understand who you are, not just what you are? Number nine, does she involve herself in your passions? Number 10, does she desire sex with you without you having to ask? And number 11, does pleasing you genuinely please her? If you can answer yes to these questions about the girl that you're seeing or your girlfriend or your wife, well, chances are you got a great girl on your hands and that she really has a genuine desire for you. And this is what I want for all of the guys that follow me and the guys that I work with. And one final question that you can ask yourself about either your girlfriend or the woman that you're dating, your wife, is she doing all the things that we just asked because she genuinely wants you? Or is it simply because she's afraid of losing you? There is a difference there. Ask yourself that question and, see what you come up with. Okay. So these are the things that tell you if she has a genuine desire for the man that you are, not simply what you can provide for her in terms of the lifestyle, in terms of your resume, your car, or any of that stuff, not your bank account, all of these things. And once you can understand this, once you can start to see through and understand these patterns, this is where you stop chasing, where you stop negotiating for a woman to like you or bargaining for her desire for you ever again. And this is exactly what I want for you and the men that I coach. And this is literally what happens when guys have worked with me. They go from the man who is just negotiating to women who genuinely want to be with them, have that desire for them, because they learn how to hold themselves as a man in a completely different way that draws out a different type of a woman because of the man that they've changed into and how they're showing up with women who are attracted to them. All right. So if this sounds like you, if you want to figure this part of your life out with your dating, if you want to learn how to build yourself as a man and learn how to spot and see and find women who have a genuine burning desire for you, then click that link down below and book a free consultation call with me. This is an opportunity for you and I to chat one-on-one so I can learn about where you're coming from, where you're at, and what's been holding you back on your journey for finding a relationship and dating. And if it seems like a good fit, I will walk you through my coaching program and we can get you started right away. All right, guys, that does it for this video. I will see you in the next one.